It's Mrs. Cannon with more trombone videos. I want to talk a little bit about how to put your trombone together. Now you might notice that my trombone has some extra stuff on it, but it goes together the exact same way as your trombone. I have a slide section and I have a bell section. See the bell right there? So the first thing you want to do is look at your slide section, and please notice I'm pointing it down. I am not pointing it up in the air, because gravity is not always our friend. We want to make sure it points down towards the ground, okay? Do you see how I have one part that has a longer piece to it, right here? That's what connects to the bell section. If you try to connect it the other way, it will not work, so don't do that, okay? So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take your trombone and face it this way so that the shorter piece is facing away from you. You're going to put the bell section on like this, okay? It's at a right angle. I don't know how easily I can show that to you, but it's at a right angle, okay? And that's how you're going to do that. Then you're going to tighten this piece right here. There's a little saying, I did not invent this saying, righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. When you want to tighten, you turn to the right. When you want to loosen, you'll turn to the left. So right now, my trombone is almost ready to play. What did I forget? My mouthpiece. I'm going to put it in, give it a little twist. Please do not bop your mouthpiece into there, okay? It will get stuck, and then I have to use this thing called a mouthpiece puller. You could check out some of the other brass videos. I think I show it on there. Please don't do that. I know it makes a cool sound. I have gotten my mouthpiece stuck that way, so I'm going to tell you that happens. And if you get your mouthpiece stuck, do not use pliers to get it out. Bring it into school, and if I'm not your music teacher, then your music teacher will definitely take it out with a mouthpiece puller. All right, my trombone is put together now. Now I'm going to take my left hand. This looks like an L to me. It does not look like an L to you. At least I hope it doesn't. I don't know how YouTube works. I hope they don't flip this video. You want to make sure that this is how you start. You're going to put your thumb above the connector that you have there. Your thumb goes above there. Your finger goes towards the mouthpiece, and the rest of your hand wraps around this part of the slide, okay? If your hand isn't big enough, feel free to wrap all of your fingers around like this. I apologize, my trombone has this extra thing. That's where your beam, you're gonna put your thumb above your beam, okay? I have an extra valve, I'm kind of lucky that way. Then you're gonna take your right hand. I'm going to teach you a little sign language. This is going to sound silly, but this means no in sign language. It also happens to be the fingers we want to use for the trombone, for the right hand slide, okay? You're going to take your thumb and put it on top, and you're going to put your two fingers right there. The other fingers are just hanging out. Do not use your whole hand to move the slide, because you won't be able to move it quickly enough. My friend Mrs. Corello says we want to flick the slide when we play. I think that's a really good way of saying it. So, left hand holding, right hand holding. Let's try a note. Please notice as I'm holding it, I am resting it on my shoulder, okay? And it kind of makes a V. I don't know how easily I can show that to you. Maybe right there. It kind of makes a V. Bell, slide, okay? You don't need to hold it up. That's not going to be comfortable. Rest it on your shoulder. All right, let's try a first position note. This happens to be B flat. Congratulations on your first note. Please feel free to watch this again so that you know exactly where your hands need to go. You're probably thinking, why can't I just hold on to it like this with my left hand? You're not going to be able to balance really well. And I do promise, even though this is not a usual way to hold your hand, it gets easier the more you do it, and it's definitely the right way to hold it. All right, have fun practicing your trombone.